Hello, my friend. Welcome to our new journey. Today, we will travel to China together. Keep watching until the end. This story will help your English grow in a fun, simple, and exciting way. You do not need perfect English to enjoy this story. Just read, listen, and continue with me. Step by step, your words will grow stronger. Every small effort today can build big progress tomorrow. So get ready for adventure, learning, and beautiful places. China is waiting for us with new food, kind people, and amazing streets. Stay until the last scene and enjoy this learning trip with me. One morning, I packed my bag and left home with a happy heart. I wanted to see China and learn from this great country. I felt excited, curious, and ready for a new adventure. After many hours, my plane landed in Beijing. I looked outside the window and saw bright lights, busy roads, and tall buildings. Everything felt new and different. My heart was full of wonder and joy. At the airport, many people walked quickly with bags in their hands. I heard different voices and saw many signs in Chinese. I smiled and said, "This is it. My China story begins right now." Outside the airport, the air felt cool and fresh. Cars moved fast on wide roads. I watched the city through the taxi window. Beijing looked modern, alive, and full of stories waiting for me. The taxi driver was friendly and kind. He asked where I came from. I answered with a smile. We spoke in simple English. I was happy because even small conversations can teach us confidence. When I arrived at my hotel, I put my bag on the bed and looked out the window. The city lights were beautiful. I felt tired from travel, but my excitement was stronger than sleep. That night, I stood near the window and thought about tomorrow. I was far from home, but I felt brave. A new country, a new culture, and many lessons were waiting for me. The next morning, I woke up early and opened the curtains. Sunlight filled the room. Beijing looked bright and busy already. I washed my face, got dressed, and prepared for my first full day outside. I left the hotel with a small backpack and a big smile. The streets were full of people walking to work, school, and shops. Everyone seemed busy, but the city felt warm and welcoming. My first stop was a small breakfast shop near the hotel. I saw buns, noodles, eggs, and hot tea. Everything smelled delicious. I pointed at a meal and hoped it would be a good choice. The woman at the shop smiled kindly and gave me my breakfast. I sat near the window and tasted the food slowly. It was warm, fresh, and different from what I usually ate at home. After breakfast, I walked through the neighborhood and watched daily life around me. Some people rode bicycles. Others opened stores or cleaned the sidewalks. Children laughed together. It was a simple morning, but it felt special. I took many pictures because I wanted to remember every little moment. The red signs, the quiet streets, and the old buildings all told a story. I felt like a traveler inside a living book. Soon, I reached a large road with many buses and cars. I looked at the map on my phone and decided to visit the Forbidden City. I had read about it before, and now it felt real. When I arrived there, I stood still for a moment. The gates were huge, the walls were red, and the place looked grand and powerful. I could almost feel the history in the air around me. Many visitors walked through the palace grounds, taking photos and looking around with wonder. I joined them and moved slowly from one area to another. Every gate, hall, and courtyard looked beautiful and full of meaning. As I walked deeper inside, I imagined the lives of emperors, workers, and families from long ago. I felt respect for this place. It was not only a building, it was a memory of history. I spent a long time inside the Forbidden City, looking at the old buildings and wide courtyards. The place was quiet in some parts and crowded in others, but every corner felt full of history. The roofs were beautiful with bright colors and careful designs. I looked up often and admired the details. It was amazing to think people built this place so many years ago without modern machines. I walked from one hall to another, reading simple signs and trying to understand the story of each place. Even when I did not know every detail, I could still feel the greatness around me. After leaving the palace, I felt hungry again. I found a small street with food stalls and local snacks. The smells were strong and inviting. I wanted to try something new and exciting. A man at one stall sold warm pancakes with eggs and vegetables inside. He made them quickly with skilled hands. I bought one and took a bite. It was soft, tasty, and full of flavor. While eating, I watched people pass by. Some were tourists, like me, and others were local families enjoying the afternoon. I liked this simple moment. Food, people, and streets can teach us about a country. Later, I walked to a quiet park, not far away. Tall trees gave shade, and the wind moved softly through the leaves. Some older people were dancing together, and others were playing games and laughing. I sat on a bench and watched them with a smile. Their faces looked calm and happy. I did not understand their words, but I understood their joy. Happiness does not always need translation. A little boy came near me and looked at my camera with curious eyes. I showed him one of my photos, and he laughed. His mother smiled at me, and we shared a friendly moment. As the sun started to go down, I returned to my hotel slowly. My feet were tired, but my heart felt full. China was already giving me memories, lessons, and many reasons to keep exploring. The next day, I decided to visit one of the most famous places in China, the Great Wall. I woke up early, packed water and snacks, and left the hotel with excitement in my heart. The trip to the Great Wall took some time, but I did not mind. I looked out the bus window and watched the city slowly change into hills, trees, and open spaces. Everything felt peaceful and fresh. When I finally saw the wall in the distance, I felt amazed. It stretched across the mountains like a giant path from another world. I had seen pictures before, but reality felt much stronger. I walked toward the entrance with many other visitors. Some were taking photos, and others were talking with excitement. I looked up at the stone steps and thought, this will be a long but beautiful climb. The climb was not easy. Some steps were high, and my legs quickly felt tired. But each time I stopped and looked around, I saw mountains, sky, and endless views. That beauty gave me energy again. As I climbed higher, the air felt cooler and cleaner. The wind touched my face, and I could hear birds in the distance. Standing on the Great Wall made me feel small and strong at once. I met a traveler from another country who was also visiting alone. We started talking in simple English and walked together for a while. Travel can connect strangers and turn quiet moments into friendly memories. We shared snacks, laughed about our tired legs, and took pictures for each other. It was a simple meeting, but it made the day brighter. Sometimes, the best part of travel is human connection. At one high point, I stopped and looked far into the distance. The wall moved over the mountains like a long dragon. I felt deep respect for the people who built such a powerful place. Before leaving, I took one last photo and stood silently for a moment. I wanted to remember the wind, the stones, and the feeling inside me. This was not just a visit, it was inspiration. After visiting the Great Wall, I returned to Beijing with a happy heart. I felt proud because I completed a difficult climb. Every challenge during travel can teach us courage, patience, and confidence. On my last days in China, I wanted to discover more places and learn more about the culture. I walked through old streets, visited small shops, and enjoyed every simple moment around me. I visited a traditional market where people sold beautiful clothes, handmade items, and local products. The colors, sounds, and friendly faces made the market feel alive. It was a wonderful place, full of energy. I bought a small gift to remember my journey. It was not expensive, but it had a special meaning. Every time I see it, I will remember my adventure, my lessons, and my first trip to China. During my journey, I learned that learning English is like traveling. At first, everything feels difficult and new, but with practice and patience, every step becomes easier and more enjoyable. I also learned that the world is full of amazing people and places. When we open our hearts, we discover new ideas, new friendships, and beautiful memories that stay with us forever. My China adventure was coming to an end. I packed my bags and looked around my room one last time. I felt thankful for every experience and every lesson this journey gave me. At the airport, I looked back at my days in China. I remembered the streets, food, Great Wall, and kind people. This journey changed me and made me want to explore more countries. My friend, remember that every journey begins with one small step. Keep learning English, keep dreaming, and keep trying. Your future adventures are waiting for you, and English can help you discover the world. Thank you for traveling with me through China. If you enjoyed this story, write a comment and tell me where are you from. Support this journey and join me for more English stories.